Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazin' Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see Domino's.com/rewards or call Domino's.
Papa John's is proud to provide this week's meal to the hardworking Friday Night Football crew at Community Access Television. While watching the big game, don't forget to order your freshly made pizza at papajohns.com.
Hello and welcome out to Salina Stadium. The date is September 18th in the year that is 2020. Here with week 3 action here on Friday Night Football here on Salina Media Connection. Yet again, your only host tonight. I am Colin Crowder, here calling the game between the Salina South Cougars, who are 0-2, against the Campus Colts with a record of 1-1. Salina South was the game last week, and it wasn't too much of a contest. After about the first quarter, Maize South beating the Cougars 62-6 last week. And we did see the Campus Colts in week 1 play the Salina Central Mustangs. And so we will see them for the second time this year after the 37-32 week 1 win against Central here at Salina Stadium 2 weeks ago. Campus lost at Maize 41-14, putting them at a record of 1-1. Campus, again, a team that only won 1 game last year, and they've already tied that win total. They tied it in the first week of the year. But as of seeing them last year and seeing them this year, they are much improved from the previous season, especially led by their quarterback, that's number 16, Braylon J. Their style of offense really helps them immensely, and there's another player to look out for, number 9, Tayton Rico for the Campus Colts. And there's the coin flip. And it looks like Salina South may have won the toss. Salina South has won the toss, and usually you see them offering to defer, but Salina South opting to receive the football to begin the game. Just about 1 minute left on the clock before getting underway Pretty tough night last week for the offense and defense. Had a really good defensive start for the Cougars, but then after a muff punt, it all just went downhill. And with the Cougars on offense first, we'll see number 12, Weston Freeze. We'll see number 13, Colin Schreiber. And we'll see their big running back, number 26, Brant Cox. Talked with head coach Sam Sellers before the game. Sounded like they had a pretty good week of practice. Last week was kind of dreadful with the weather, and this week was much more favorable for the players this week. And really just enjoy talking to Coach Sellers. He just seems very more confident and upbeat, I believe, in his team than he had been in previous seasons. So I really can sense the excitement in his voice about this team he has on the field this year. And the kick is away from the Colts, and it is going to bounce out of bounds. And that's going to give Salina South some fantastic field position. Looked like that was number 31, Alec Hinojos, who kicked that one straight out of bounds. It's probably not the start of the special teams coach for the Colts, special teams coach for the Colts we're looking for. But Salina South will certainly take it on the left hash on the 35-yard line. And Weston Free is going to have 3 receivers. Going to have player of the week, Jackson Hayes. And that first pass to him is going to be kind of off the shoelaces of his foot and incomplete. Jackson Hayes, Carter Copes on the field as well. Zachary Davidson at the bottom of your screen. And there's the first carry for Brant Cox. And he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Colin Schreiber was the inside receiver on that play. It looked like he wanted to get maybe a swing pass on that. So hopefully that's something they can come back to later on in the game. Third and 10 now. Freeze back to throw. Going to look middle of the field. Pass caught. Juggles a little bit at the end. Let's see. They're going to call him pass caught. And they are going to say that's a completion. That did look like he may have lost that towards the ground, but a great catch by Carter Copes there on the huge gain. Almost more than flips the field. They're going to go right back to Brant Cox. And he's going to get maybe a gain of 2. That was actually A.J. Johnson on that pass there. They're going to go deep. Colin Schreiber, but that's going to be no chance as that goes out the back of the end zone. I was getting the 3 and the 2 mixed up on A.J. Johnson. He's got that 2 pulled up pretty high. I thought it was maybe a 3. Jackson Hayes, but then Colin Schreiber gets it off. That's going to be incomplete pass. They tried to, looked like they were going to do the jet sweep to Jackson Hayes. And just kind of a slow developing play there, and that's already going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 9 for the Cougars. Free's going to look. Finds Colin Schreiber, gets off one tackle and gets it down to the 5-yard line. First down, first and goal, Cougars. A.J. Parker coming off the field now. Excuse me, A.J. Johnson coming off the field now. Brent Cox behind Freeze. And it's going to be a counter to him, pulling the guard, and that's going to be a 5-yard touchdown run for Brant Cox. Can't get much better of a start to the game for the Cougars as they take a 6-0 lead. And we'll see if they can add 7 to that. Kick is up and good. Salina South with the fiery start they needed. And with 10 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first, Cougars up 7-0. I really hadn't seen A.J. Johnson play too much offense, at least the game we saw last week. Did see him play defense, but using him as an offensive weapon this week. And talking to Coach Sam Sellers, number 9 for the Colts, Tate Rico. It's going to be one to look out for, and we may see that matchup between Rico and A.J. Johnson. And Caden Budke will kick it away. Kind of into the no man's land. Bounces about the 22. Picked up on a run by Tate Rico, and he's off. Has 2 men to beat, one being the kicker, but being forced out by number 87 of the Cougars, Tajon McDaniel. And just probably where you wanted it, but a great athletic play there by the man we will see plenty of tonight, the 6'4" senior, Tate Rico. First and 10. Colts from the Cougar 31. And that's going to be a carry right there by Jackson Bradley. Brought down by a couple Cougars. And we're already, it's going to be 2nd and 6. And that's going to be a give up the middle yet again. That tackle there and on there, Luke Simpson in there. That's Bradley yet again. That's going to be a pretty manageable 3rd down now for the Colts. Going to be man in motion, but then going to bring it back out. Saw plenty of Christian Sickard in week 1. He was lined up as the slot number 3 on the left guard. And they're going to run him in motion. It's going to be an option. Hit immediately, but able to get it outside. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to mark him a yard short, brought down by Jarrett Pittenger. And that's going to be 4th down. Had a lot of Cougars biting on that dive play. allowed the pitchman to get outside and get a few more yards where it could have been an even worse play. Corbin Williams, we saw plenty as well coming off the field for the Colts. And they're going to run an interesting look here on 4th and about 1.5 yards. And that's going to be a give, maybe more. First down. That's going to be number 26 there. Remy Buckles, we did see him as well. Remy Buckles now going to be behind Jay. Corbin Williams going, and I think they're going to get the Cougars with an offsides here. Got him to jump. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5 now.
After the penalty is 1st down and 5 at the 12-yard line.
First and 5, Williams in motion. Give going to be Buckles. Tries to cut it up inside, but a shoestring tackle by number 19, Carter Kirby.
Buckles with the run. 2nd down, campus.
After a gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 4. Just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Williams a little bit in motion. This is going to be kind of a counter play. Sickard's going to get it, and he's going to be pushed backwards by a number of Cougars, one led by Owen Bully.
Campus run by number 3, Christian Sicard. Brings up 3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd and 2 now, and already just how big is that offsides penalty? You're looking at a 3rd and 7. Instead, you're looking at 3rd and 2. Williams going to try in motion. Got a couple of Cougars leaning just a little bit, but not enough to be called for the offside. Jay with 5 on the play clock. And this is going to be Buckles, going to be right up the middle, not touched. Touchdown, Colts.
Number 26, Remy Buckles.
And we'll see on this extra point if the Colts can tie it at 7. Kick up and appears to be good.
The extra point try is good.
And we do have a flag thrown after the play. This may be on Jarrett Pittenger for the Cougars. We'll have to see. He seemed to be the one that was kind of in on it with maybe a couple campus players. And I don't know if it's kind of like an offsetting penalty here. We'll see.
The result of the try is good. At the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 14 is South, and number 9 is Lee. Both are the first unsportsmanlike penalties of the game. The yardage will offset.
So the penalties will offset.
Correction, 19 is South.
And the penalty is actually going to be on Carter Kirby of Salina South. So 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties exchanged. So no really damage done on the field, but another one on both of those players. And they will be asked to leave. The no-hosts will kick it away yet again from the 40. And he's going to kind of shoot for that right side, this time fielded by Brant Cox, about the 8. And he's got some room to run. Nice seal block. Crosses the 50. And they're going to get maybe a block in the back there, but no, Brant Cox is going to take it all the way. No flags on the field. Salina South retakes the lead. South looking to extend the lead by a point, and that's going to be blocked. And play will be blown dead. And in a way, I can't necessarily say if I'm surprised on that block there. It seemed the first time the Cougars scored and did attempt the PAT, it did seem like a couple Colts did get through the line just before the kick was up and good. So there was already some penetration in that time they got to the kick. But Salina South retakes the lead very quickly with 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. Cougars up 13-7. And in a way, you're happy that your team just retook the lead, but in another sense, your defense is going to have to go right back out there. It's really not much of a breather for them. It seemed to be less than, even in real time, less than 2 minutes ago, they were out on the field. And kick from Budke is going to be, they're going to try left side this time, going to bounce, but then going to try and be fielded. And really should have let that ball go out of bounds, but the ball was touched beforehand. So really they maybe have lost about 5 yards there if the Colts player just let it go out of bounds compared to trying to field it. But I understand the kind of need to, hey, we got to get on this ball, as it already did go easily went the 10 yards. You got to make sure that it doesn't just die in bounds and a Cougars player comes out and picks it up. But we'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts on their own 30-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Jay. Has some blockers out in front. Just keeps the feet moving. Easily gets the first down. They're going to be exactly about a 10-yard run. He really just kept those feet moving. Jay listed at 5'10", 149. Ran a lot harder than he looks there. 1st and 10 yet again for the Colts. Jay's going to go back to pass. Going to look 15. That's going to be Dylan Scheller. And that pass is going to be incomplete, a little behind him. Second and 10 now. Try to run with Scheller just a little bit, trying to do that a hard count. Got some Cougars leaning, no flag. Now Williams and Scheller going to switch places, 9-8 on the play clock. And there's Scheller. It's going to be a pitch to him left side. And that's going to be tracked down by the Cougars. Yeah, looks like Luke Simpson in on that tackle. A.J. Johnson fighting with Tate and Rico there on the corner. Good job by A.J. Johnson, just able to string that out long enough. And a couple of players trying to get lined up for Salina South. Big third down here. 3rd and 10. And it's going to be a pass. Jay tries to find a diving Tate and Rico, but that's going to be incomplete. A.J. Johnson on the coverage there. That'll bring up 4th and 10. And the punt crew will come out on the field, and a fantastic set of plays there for the Cougar defense. And that may be Tate and Rico there going to be kicking this away. He's only got 3 seconds on the play clock. I don't think they're going to be able to get this away. And they do with 1 second. And he's going to just take it to the right side and just run with it. Crosses the 50, lowers the shoulder. Going to be taken down at the 45. And really just had so much running room. So much running room on that right side. And Tate and Rico really just took the punt and just ran to the right. So maybe the 2nd week in a row, it's going to be the punt receiving team that's on the field that maybe changes the outlook of this game for the Cougars, perhaps in a negative way. It's going to be Buckles, hit a couple times, taken down. Yeah, it looked like number 19, Carter Kirby, one of the Cougars in on that stop. Gain of 4 for Buckles. Colts offense having a little bit of life here. Jay gonna look middle of the field. Scheller incomplete. Nice hit by Jaron Pittenger, but ball just overthrown. It's a couple of throws now. Jay has an opportunity, has players available, but just overshooting them. They'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Colts. And after a little stunt, they're going to pull it back, look for the play. 10 on the play clock. And they might have to call timeout, and that will be a timeout for the Colts. First timeout of the game taken at 3 minutes, 31 seconds. So a really good stand by the Cougar defense at the beginning of this drive. But again, perhaps some issues on that punt return team for the Cougars. Last week it was a muffed punt. This week perhaps being just the complete right side of the field open for Tate and Rico. And he literally just took it and just started running, and some really good seal blocks. And maybe some Cougar players leaving the play early to try and go back and defend it. But that has given campus new life, but now they do face a 3rd and 6. Jay give to Buckles, gets the first down. Pickup of 7 And a new set of downs for the Colts. Kyron Whitaker, number 1 in the game at the top of your screen. And that's going to be a keeper by Jay. Able to get a couple Cougars to miss. But then Carter Kirby there for the tackle. And it looks like maybe Tayton Rico for the Colts out on the sideline, maybe trying to stretch out a little bit. Hasn't been on the field since he lowered the shoulder, appears, on that fake punt. And Whitaker now going to be at the bottom of your screen, a much smaller 5'11". Williams in motion, but it's going to be Buckles up the middle. And it's going to be a hit by Owen Bully, but it looked about Carter Kirby again making the tackle. That'll be another third down. Ball will be placed at the 28-yard line. 3rd and 3. And it's going to be kind of a counter play. Corbin Williams gets hits by a couple of Cougars, this time brought down by A.J. Johnson and number 21, Luke Simpson, but not after Corbin Williams takes the ball all the way to the 3-yard line. Jackson Bradley in the game, but Jay's going to keep it. It's going to be wrapped up and thrown down by Brandon Fletcher, number 78. No gain on the play. 1 minute left here in the first. And that's going to be Corbin Williams, bounces off 1. But does pick up 2 to get it to the 1-yard line. Trey Berlin was there with the initial contact, but seemed to just bounce right off. 3rd and goal from the 1. That might have been the last play. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Excuse me, on the game clock, but only 20 seconds on the play clock, so that could have been the last play. And with 5 seconds, and let's see if they get it off in time. They do. Braylon Jay just going to lower the shoulder, walk into the end zone as the end of the first quarter happens. And we'll have the PAT before we switch sides. But Campus temporarily does tie the game at 13. And we'll see if the extra point from Hinojos does allow Campus to take the lead. Line drive kick up and good. As the end of the first quarter happens, Campus takes the lead 14-13 over the Cougars. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see Domino's.com/rewards or call Domino's.
And welcome back to Salina Stadium as quarter number 2 gets underway, and it will be how the game started. It'll be a kickoff from the campus Colts. Total of 27 points in the first quarter. And it's going to be kind of a ground ball kick. Good job by Tajon McDaniel, able to get that. It's kind of a little bit of a line drive, but maybe, kind of just a grounder to him, but maybe they were hoping that ball might ricochet a certain way. But does give the Cougars pretty good field position on their own 45. And Cougars with Weston Freeze will take over. Colin Schreiber at the bottom of your screen. Brant Cox going to get it. And there's going to be a pile that ensues. And he's going to pick up 4.
Grant Cox with the run, gain of 4. Second down and 6.
Colin Schreiber, Zachary Davidson, bottom of your screen. Jackson Hayes going to be in motion. Going to play action to him, going to throw left. And that ball is going to be bounced up a little bit and then caught by Brant Cox. But after all that, just a gain of 2. Cougars will certainly take it. That ball almost just hit the defender. Might have been number 5 for the Colts. And again, we talked about it. In week 1, we have a mysterious number 5 out on the field, as number 5 is not listed on the depth chart or roster for the Colts. Handoff, Cox met right at the line, maybe even behind the line. Is this going to be a loss of 2? And that'll bring up 4th down. Cougars looking like they're going to try and line up pretty fast here. And we'll see what they do here. And then it looks like Coach Sam Seller is going to take a timeout. And with that timeout, it does look like maybe the special teams unit will come out on the field for the Cougars. And you might even just look at that as a test by the coaches for the Cougars, just to see how fast that defense lines up. And they did line up pretty decently fast. But the Cougars want to run a little up-tempo, get lined up quick, maybe see if they can find campus in a little confusion. But it was not the case. And Coach Sam Seller is willing to waste a timeout on it. Brant Cox now will be back to take it. And the illustrious Mr. Number 5 will be back to receive. Good snap, kick. Pretty good kick there by Brant Cox. Bounces about the 23. It's going to roll inside the 10. And picked up and fielded at the 9. So really good punt there by Brant Cox and a really good roll. Sets up campus inside their own 10-yard line, lining that up at the 9. First and 10, Colts on their own 9-yard line. Going from south to north. Jay going to hand it to Corbin Williams, who keeps those feet moving. Gives the Colts a little bit more breathing room out to the 15-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 4 now for Braylon J and the Colts offense. Corbin Williams in motion, but Jays seem to be the one that just takes this up the middle. No, that will be Jackson Bradley. And a Cougar player slow to get up. Third and 1 for the Colts. Jay's just going to quarterback sneak this up the middle. Needed 1, got 2. Jorge Franco for the Cougars, number 72, playing defensive tackle, kind of in that nose guard position. Really just kind of slow moving at this time. New set of downs for the Colts. Jay going to be back to pass. Going to look Whitaker. Gets a little bit of separation. But another pass overthrown by Braylon Jay. And at least if he's going to, you'd prefer him to overthrow it rather than underthrow it. Tate Rico, that play who that would be designed for. Currently still not out on the field. It's like might be Remy Buckles coming in the game for Jackson Bradley. Handoff, Buckles gets by 1, gets the outside, and then wrapped up and taken down by a couple Cougars, led by number 11, Owen Bully. Another more manageable third down now for the Colts, 3rd and 4. And that's just going to be Jay going up the middle. Easily going to get the first down. Seven minutes, 25 seconds left here before halftime. Brand new set of downs for the Cougars. Chris Martin still in the game at the bottom of your screen. They're going to pitch this out. Buckles gets a nice block there and then gets hit real hard by Jarrett Pittenger coming back to the play. But then after that hit, Jarrett Pittenger going to take a seat on the field. Franco coming out for the Cougars.
Parents, this evening we're asking for your assistance in having your kids sit in the stands with you. There are no play areas here in Salina Stadium. Kids with footballs, soccer balls, and other items will be asked to give them to you or leave them in dirt cars. Thank you for your support.
And a couple of the athletic trainers working on the legs of Jarrett Pittenger. And able to get up under his own power. Looks like maybe would have twisted the ankle per se, I'm not sure. Illustrious number 5 now in the game for Chris Martin at the bottom of your screen. Scheller going to be in motion, but this handoff's going to be Jackson Bradley. And a nice second down run there. Makes it another 3rd down and 1. Had a couple so far on this drive. .6:05 left before halftime. And it's going to be kind of a counter play. Williams easily gets the first down and more, crosses midfield. But will actually mark him right at the 50-yard line. Cougars so far not completely able to stop this run attack from the Colts. As they've been methodically moving down the field with a new set of downs. Jay's just going to bootleg this out himself and will pick up 5. Carter Kirby there, again on the tackle. Jackson Bradley coming off the field for the Colts. And I do see number 26 right behind Braylon Jay. This may be going to Remy Buckles. Williams in motion. Buckles, but gonna be swallowed up. Swallowed up by number 58, Nick Arias. Probably the first play of the game that Buckles has been stifled. Bring up 3rd and 6. As the clock continues to run closer to halftime. Scheller in motion. That pitch is going to be to him. He's got a lot of running room on that right side. Taken down by number 17, Q Hill. Not before easily gets that first down on 3rd down. Just a lot of 3rd down conversions this drive. And really just the fact that this Cougar defense has been out on the field so long and Campus really draining that clock. Jay is just going to take it, but no, going to look deep down the field for number 5. Going to be incomplete. A.J. Johnson in coverage. And you think with a lot of running that the Colts have been doing, why not take a shot? You'd certainly prefer Tayton Rico out there. But they're going to look for number 5. Jackson Bradley again coming off the field, and Remy Buckles now going to be the one lined up behind Jay at quarterback. From my vantage point, not able to see Tayton Rico at the moment. Buckles, handoff, right side. Hit by several Cougars, led by Owen Bully. Brings up another Colts 3rd down. 3rd and 7, going to be another 3rd down for that Cougar defense. 3 minutes, 30 seconds before halftime. Clock continuing to roll. Chris Martin now in the game for the Colts. At the bottom of your screen lined up is the receiver. Williams in motion, going to be a handoff. Buckles, but hit immediately by Carter Kirby. The Cougars come up with a third down stop when they needed it. That'll bring up fourth down, and this offense may stay out on the field more than likely. And if anything, they might try and run this clock down as much as they can. Hunter Long comes off the field for the Colts. Number 5 in. Scheller in motion, going to pull it down, but only 10 seconds on the play clock. Now at 5. Might be tough. Then I'd certainly anticipate a timeout here, and that is the case. Timeout Colts. They have one remaining before halftime on this big fourth down. Drive started on campus's own 9-yard line. So far have gone over half of the length of the field. Ball is at the Cougar 31-yard line. 7 yards to go before first down. Fourth and 7 for the Colts. 3 receivers on the field. The most we've seen so far for the Colts. Jay back to pass. Look left side over the middle. Scheller. Pass complete. Tackle made by Owen Bully, but not before that pass is completed to the Cougar 15-yard line. Moves the sticks. That is certainly demoralizing for this Cougar defense. Scheller in motion. Jay just going to keep it himself, and he's just going to go right by some arm tackles into the end zone for a 15-yard touchdown run. Campus extends their lead momentarily by 6. We'll see if they can make it 7. Kick up. And good. Just a demoralizing, and that's really the word I guess I'm coming up with right now, drive that impacts that Cougar defense. 91-yard drive by the Colts, not entirely remembering what time on the clock that drive started. Campus does get the ball at halftime. And Salina South with 2 timeouts. Down 8 before half, only has a minute 54 to work with. Jackson Hayes, Brand Cox going to be back to receive this one, and they're going to switch spots. As Hinojos going to kick this off from the 40. They almost lined up as if they were going to do something maybe onside, but after a little bit of movement, it's going to be a little kind of a pop-up in the air. Fielded by a Cougar, and has some more running room, and he's finally spun down out across the 40-yard line. That might have been Owen Bully on that. And it is. Another good spot of field position for the Cougars. With a minute 48 seconds left, drive starting on their own 43-yard line and 2 timeouts. See if the Cougars can run a pretty quick 2-minute drill here and get another touchdown on the board. Davidson at the bottom of your screen. Schreiber above him. A.J. Johnson inside even more. Freeze gonna launch it, looking for Zachary Davidson, and Colin Schreiber kind of in that area as well. Pass is just gonna be a little overthrown and incomplete. Garrett Denning was one of the corners for campus out on that. 2nd and 10, 1:42 before the break. Gonna throw Brant Cox short, across the 45, it tripped up by Denning. But gonna pick up 7, gonna be right at midfield, gonna be 3rd and 3. Offense trying to line up quick. Defense gonna try and switch. 56 for the Colts coming out onto the field right when Salina South lined up, and campus needs to take their final timeout. So we did see that earlier for Salina South, and granted this being a 2-minute situation, but Salina South lining up quick, getting that campus defense in a little bit of confusion. Ball at midfield. Salina South offense before this drive, hadn't been on the field for, felt like a long time. Schreiber going to be at the bottom of your screen. With A.J. Johnson as the inside receiver. Jackson Hayes and Zachary Davidson at the top of your screen. They're going to throw it out. Jackson Hayes going to be one-on-one. Gets by 1. 40-yard line. 35 pushed out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. Mark him at the 33. And they actually will give him the 32. Give him that extra yard. First down Cougars, 1:15 left. Davidson now from the left side, going to be 3 receivers on the right. They're going to swing it out again to Jackson Hayes, and he's going to carry it out to the 29, but not before a flag on the far side of the field at the line of scrimmage. Play would have been blown dead beforehand, but maybe I'm not sure what the call is here. If it was false start, play would have been blown dead. Maybe an illegal substitution. Yep. And it will be an illegal substitution. So take off the 2-yard completion and give them 5 free yards. And let's repeat that first down for the Cougars. There's a huge series here for the Cougars. Brant Cox going to go in motion, and that play is going to be swung out to him, but not before it's blown dead. And we're going to have a false start that gives those 5 yards right back. A false start coming from Zachary Davidson at the wide receiver position. Play was going out that way, so getting just a little antsy, but when you're a wide receiver, you don't necessarily know the count. You're really just watching the football. 3 receivers going to be on that wide side of the screen. A.J. Johnson going to be at the bottom. They might run the same play, but fake it. Freeze gets away from 1. Throw deep. End zone. A.J. Johnson has it in his hands. Flag comes in late. A.J. Johnson off the hands. What a throw into the end zone by Weston Freeze. Seemed to be close to about a 37-yard throw.
There's no foul on the play. It's all plays make a good pass.
And they're going to pick up the flag that was thrown late. That's going to be incomplete. Coach Sellers looking at that official. Why'd you throw it, maybe? 58 seconds left as the clock does stop. Colin Schreiber, inside receiver at the top of your screen. A.J. Johnson at the bottom. Free's going to look left, launching it, and will be incomplete. Looking for Davidson on that play, but will bring up 3rd and 10. Cougars had a golden opportunity by a monster throw by Weston Freeze.
Brings up 3rd down.
"15 seconds on the play clock. Jackson Hayes will be at the bottom, lined up next to A.J. Johnson. A little play action to Brant Cox. And Freeze just looking around, launches it, and gonna have to try and find A.J. Johnson. Gonna be doing that a lot tonight, I apologize. But a great breakup by number 3, Christian Sickard.
4th down and 10 Cougars.
Great play by number 3 there for the Colts on A.J. Johnson. Brings up 4th and 10. 43 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still for the Cougars. This may be the final play of their drive. Pass thrown, complete. And we'll see where they mark him. Just 1 yard past the sticks. Fantastic job there by the Cougars on that reception. Colin Schreiber with the reception on that play. Going to line this up quick. 27 and counting seconds left. Freeze has another man pressure, just trying to find something. Gets by 1-10. One man to beat, lowers the shoulder, but taken down inside the 10-yard line. 16 seconds. Clock stops momentarily. And Coach Sam Sellers wanting them to clock it. Clock running 15. And that's going to be, clock going to be dead right there with 11 seconds left. Now, I haven't really seen that clock from the quarterback position. I want to say we had a game last year where maybe Jackson Kavanaugh for the Mustangs did that, and they called a intentional grounding on him. Nevertheless, Freeze, end zone, ball in the air. A.J. Johnson had another chance off the tip, but pass will be incomplete. 5 seconds before halftime. Ball on the 8. It's going to be 3rd down. And you would assume Coach Sellers may be trying to take a timeout here, just try and settle down. Maybe get them to catch their breath a little bit. Less than 20 on the play clock, and you can certainly see a timeout coming here. They're just trying to settle the team down. There's the timeout by Sam Sellers. Cougars have 1 left, though they may not get a chance to use it. Cougars with a golden opportunity here. And really, you really got to be shooting for the touchdown here. They were probably in a range where they could attempt the field goal before half, but I think a couple things weigh into that decision. Games have really been swinging the wrong way for Salina South. Not even just this season so far, but the past few years. And I'd say you'd be going for the touchdown here, and then in addition, Campus does get the ball to start the second half. I would, maybe the discussion of the field goal might be a little bit more in the minds of Sam Sellers if they did get the ball back at half. But if you give the ball back to campus, even on a field goal, you might not see the football till almost the fourth quarter if campus has another drive like they had last time. Yeah, we'll see what the Cougars dial up here. No timeouts for the Colts. And here it is, maybe the last play before half. Freeze gets a block, has pressure. Gonna try and throw it to Brant Cox. 5, gets a steal block, touchdown Cougars. Freeze, Brant Cox creating some plays. And Cougars look like they're gonna line up and go for 2. No time on the clock. Before the halftimes, this is gonna be it. Cougars gonna try and tie it up with a 2-point conversion here. Freeze gonna look, end zone, Schreiber caught! Cougars tie it. Right before halftime. What a drive by the Cougars and a 2-point conversion. Ties this game up 21-all, and we are headed to the break. We'll be back with some halftime and some homecoming right after this.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see dominos.com/rewards or call Domino's.
Hello and welcome to the Salina Media Connection halftime show. Our score following a pretty exciting second quarter, all tied up at 21. What a play by Weston Freeze and Brant Cox to end the second quarter. Weston Freeze having pressure in his face, gets around a couple of defenders for the Colts, finds Brant Cox for about the 5, 6, 7-yard touchdown, and then the 2-point conversion with the one-on-one coverage to Colin Shriver. Weston Freeze connects with him. Fantastic rebound for the Cougars after that long second quarter drive by the Colts. That drive, I said in the broadcast, was really just demoralizing for that Salina South defense. There was third down conversion after third down conversion and even a fourth down conversion in there. But yet after that, Salina South offense not really seeing the field for it seemed almost upwards of 30 minutes, came right back on a 2-minute drill and tied it all up. I'm sure we're going to have a pretty exciting second half to go. I'm pretty excited. Hope you join us. See you in a bit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2020 Salina South Homecoming Coronation. Please help me in welcoming back last year's homecoming queen, Peyton Froome. On behalf of the Salina High School South Student Council, we wish to welcome all students, parents, faculty, administrators, alumni, and other guests. And we want to thank them for their participation this week during this very different but special homecoming week. Tonight, it is our pleasure to introduce you to the 5 homecoming queen candidates who have been selected for this honor by their classmates. This week, in secret ballot, one of the 5 has been chosen as reigning queen for 2020-2021. And now, let's welcome the candidates. Our first candidate is Reese Altman. She is the daughter of Corey and Jamie Altman and Ray and Amy Carmine. During high school, Reese has played softball and volleyball all 4 years and been involved in BPA, POSA, National Honor Society, Math Relays, Science Olympiad, Relay for Life, FCA, and Student Council as the senior class president. When she isn't at school, Reese enjoys umpiring youth softball and spending time with friends and family. In the future, she plans to attend Kansas State University to major in chemistry as a pre-med student. Reese is escorted tonight by Devin Youngins, son of Monica and Kyle Youngins. Our second candidate is Miriam Benavides. She is the daughter of Blanca and Marco Benavides. During high school, Miriam has participated in soccer, track, and debate for 4 years. She enjoys making TikToks in hopes of making it big someday. When she isn't at school, Miriam likes to spend her time eating and chilling with her friends. In the future, she plans to attend Fort Hays State University. Miriam is escorted tonight by Adriana Salas, daughter of Elvia and Benjamin Salas. Our third candidate is Kylie Martinez. She is the daughter of Jessica and Eric Martinez. During high school, Kylie has been a part of the cheerleading squad for all 4 years. When she isn't at school, she's either getting coffee, spending time with friends, or shopping online. In the future, she plans to attend Wichita State University and major in biology. Kylie is escorted tonight by Owen Boley, son of Tina and Tim Boley. Our fourth candidate is Emma Smith. Emma is the daughter of Tom and Dawn Smith. In high school, Emma has participated in track, orchestra, Model UN, COSA, debate, forensics, and the late crew. She works as a student director in South Riding Center, and she spends her Friday nights cheering on the football team with the rest of the Kilt crew. Outside of school, Emma works at Phoenix Supply Inc., Brown Shoe Fit, and spends time with family and friends. She plans to major in biology at an undecided university. Emma is escorted tonight by Colin Schreiber, son of Brian and Melanie Hedgestead. And our fifth candidate is Ayla Yeager. She is the daughter of Dwayne and Megan Yeager. Ayla has played tennis all through high school. When she isn't at school, she works at Eagle Crest Nursing Home or in the gym working on her jiu-jitsu. She loves spending time with her friends and her sister. In the future, she plans to move to San Diego, California to join the National Guard and attend San Diego State University. Ayla is escorted tonight by Q Hill, son of Heather Smith and Herman Hill III. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give a large round of applause for all 5 of our 2020 Homecoming Queen candidates. And now, ladies and gentlemen, students, alumni, and special guests, the 2020 South High School Homecoming Queen is Emma Smith. Once again, Emma is the daughter of Tom and Dawn Smith, and her escort tonight is Colin Schreiber.
Hello and welcome back to the start of the second half between the Colts and the Cougars. We are all knotted up at 21 all on just a fantastic drive, set it in the halftime drive by the Cougars to rebound after when Campus's offense went 91 yards and a lot of time came off the clock in that second quarter. If I had to guess, and certainly you can probably rewind it, but probably it seemed about close to, it felt like 20 minutes in real time, and probably took about 10 minutes off the game clock, as I do believe South's offense got it back, down 8 with less than 2 minutes left. Well, let's hope that drive can propel this team with a little bit of mojo. Campus again will be going from south to north. And it looks like maybe instead of we'll see, may have a new kicker out there. We'll have to see. And it looks like we may have a new kicker. It might be Alexander Escobedo in place of Caden Budke. And the long kick is there. That a long stride, but fielded by number 10. Hit by Jarrett Pittenger, crossing midfield, slows down a little bit. We have a flag coming in the backside of the play after a fantastic return there. Number 10, Nathan Bowen, who we saw in week 1 a little bit, but didn't see too much tonight. And we do have a holding penalty that's going to negate some of the yards on that big return for the Colts. Penalty will push it all the way back to their own 35-yard line. Ball will be lined up on the left hash. And we're going to get a false start here. More than likely a Cougar came offside, but also when Corbin Williams went in motion, seemed to be maybe the left tackle for the Colts also jumped, and they will get the false start. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15. Ball now on the Colts 30. Here's Chris Martin at the top of your screen, still in for Tate and Rico. Braylon Jay going to be hit and taken down by Jarrett Pittenger. Owen Bully gets hit kind of at the end of that play. A couple Cougars looking for maybe some extracurricular activity. They're in a flag, but not going to get it. Jay, pickup of 2. 2nd and 13 now. Williams in motion, hit, ball on the ground, but recovered by number 88. That's Hunter Long that got on that hit. Cougars hit Jay in the backfield. Ball went spinning out of there. Jorge Franco coming off the field now for the Cougars. 3rd and 16. Certainly a passing down here. No slot on the left side. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Jay getting some pressure, gonna have to flee. Crosses the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, and then about to the 40, they're going to give him the 39-yard line, but with a lot to make up for the first down. Still going to be about a 4th and 6. Salina South not seeming like they're getting lined up, trying to call some players off the field. And they do get them off. And kick is away. Gonna bounce a good 15 yards before Brant Cox. And a lot of South players just getting away from it. Ball is gonna be downed at the 15-yard line of the Cougars. And what a stop to start the second quarter, the second half by that Cougar defense. First and 10 for the 15. Throw out to Schreiber, drops it. Does get back on it. Really surprised they called that a reception and dropped. Coach Sellers looking for the incomplete pass. Official is going to talk about it. My personal opinion, I don't think Colin Schreiber ever really had that ball in his grasp before it hit the ground. And they are going to call that an incomplete pass, it seems. And I think that's the correct call.
Rolling on the field, if the forward pass was incomplete, please reset the game clock, 9 minutes and 35 seconds.
Second down and 10 Cougars.
So a good call. That call would have backed the Cougars up even more, but brings up second and 10. Freeze gonna look down the field, has a man, pass complete to the 20, tripped up and no, touchdown, Cougars. 85-yard touchdown pass to Carter Copes. And the Cougars are in business. Caden Budke now into attempt the PAT, and that's going to be blocked. So that's the second block for the special teams defensive unit for the Colts. But still, after the 85-yard touchdown pass from Freeze to Copes, Cougars take the lead 27-21.
Lady!
9 minutes, 24 seconds. And already we've got an explosive start to the second half. And really, there's still a lot of ball game left. You really just hope there isn't some kind of letdown by the Cougars. Really good kick this time. Fielded at the 10-yard line by the illustrious number 5. Gonna miss one tackle, miss a couple before he's wrapped up by several Cougars and taken down. Q Hill in on that tackle of number 5.
Kickoff return by Camp number 5. First down and 10 Colts.
Cougar defense asked to make another stop. Fantastic set of downs last time. Scheller in motion, handoff, Buckles, 8 up in the backfield. Kaysen Dietz, say hello. Loss of 1. And as someone who ran all over Salina Central and had been running a lot tonight, Remy Buckles just got shut down. Williams in motion. Jay gonna look, trying to find Scheller. Pass incomplete. It would have been about a 7-yard completion, negated by the low throw from Jay. Jackson Hayes coming on the field. Jorge Franco coming off. 3rd and 11. You would assume a passing down here when you have a team that likes to methodically move up and down the field. You put them in these long situations, long 3rd down situations. Pretty beneficial for you. Scheller in motion, gonna be a sweep to him. Cougars gonna try to string it out, but cut it back up inside. Tackle made by Jackson Hayes after a gain of 4. That brings up 4th down. Jackson Hayes a little slow to get up. And maybe player also slow to get up. That might be, it looks like Chris Martin, who came in for Tate and Rico originally. Holding that right thigh. Well, the only other players we've seen at that position other than Tate and Rico and Chris Martin, we may have number 5 coming back out on the field in that wide receiver position. And really that wishbone formation that the Colts run. Really, there is only mostly one wide receiver in that formation. Chris Martin is able to get up and will be off the field. A little bit of confusion on who's really on the field, but again, being this 4th down, the punt team is there. Brant Cox standing his own 28-yard line. Low snap, picked up, and that's going to be 15. Collided with the kicker, and that's going to be a free 1st down. And yet another issue. He's going for the block. Having another issue on that punt return team. Ball now at midfield. Another chance for Campus following a punt return misplay that gives the Colts new life. Scheller in motion. Buckles gonna try and get it swung out, but gonna be eaten up in the backfield. Luke Simpson, the first to get there, but then taken down by a few other Cougars. Loss of 5. And we do see number 5 in the game as that wide receiver position, at least now at the 3rd string, limits the options for Braylon Jay on long yard situations that Salina South's been putting them in right now. Williams in motion, gonna be hit as he throws, but Scheller incomplete pass almost to him. Man for the Cougars coming off the edge, almost hit Jay right before that ball was released, but Jay able to get it away, but might have affected the throw to Scheller a little bit. And that brings up 3rd and 15, and these are certainly situations that Campus does not want to be in. Certainly nobody wants to be in, but with an offense built like Campus's offense is, it's not built for long yards. Jay gonna throw a little screen out. Tried to find Christian Sickard, but had some blockers down the field, had a lot of Cougars biting, but just in and out of the hands, and that brings up 4th down. Another great stop, but that defense here. And really, the problems you had the last couple weeks with a muff punt, coverage maybe leaving a little too early, and then a roughing the kicker, you might as well just say get away from the punter and just let our offense do its thing. Brant Cox fields it. The 23 going to cut it up, fighting off Scheller, but then going to be shoved out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 30-yard line of the Cougars. Another great stop by that defense. First and 10 for the Cougars. This is going to be just a keeper by Freeze. Gets a block from Freeze, and they're going to throw a penalty at the end of the play on Shane LaForte for the Cougars, who just was manhandling his guy the entire play and maybe got away with a little bit of a shove at the end. But really just seemed to manhandle his man that play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 62. Donovan. 15 yards and dead ball spot. 2nd down.
And that's going to back the Cougars up plenty into their own red zone. 6 minutes, 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. That puts the ball on their own 13-yard line. And they are going to count that, and since it was after the play, that first down is still going to count, so it'll be 2nd and 26. They're going to swing it out. Brant Cox going to hit in the backfield. Going to be hit by Sickard, who dropped that screen pass, and the Cougars going backwards. Brant Cox tackled on his own 5. Going to give him a little bit of a forward progress to the 6. 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 26, turns into 3rd and 34. And really, if you're the Cougars, you'd expect maybe just a run here to get some of these yards back, to give your punter a little bit more room. And that's what you're going to see. Brant Cox into a little open space, lowers the shoulder, but going to be taken down. Well, that might be Corbin Williams of the Colts. So a safe decision on 3rd and 36. Or so, 34 or so, makes it 4th and 23 to give Brant Cox a little bit more room to get this punt away. And really, the defense showed up again for those 3 down stops following the roughing the kicker, but And we're going to get a false start here. But really, that first punt would have given the Cougars the ball at around midfield, but instead Campus, even though they don't move the ball much, following that penalty, puts the Cougars in much worse field position than following a few more penalties and then just adding one on right there. Brant Cox is going to be standing on the end of the Mustangs to get this away. And we'll get it away. Pretty good punt. Hits the 45. Number 5 is going to try and look at it, and it's going to give a little bit more of a Colts bounce, and the ball just kind of rolling. And they were looking at maybe Jackson Hayes to just go ahead and pick that ball up as the ball just continued to roll for the Colts. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in this third quarter. And with all the momentum going for Salina South, it's still only a 6-point game. Scheller gonna take a few steps, gonna stop. Campus gonna look to the sideline. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And they're up to 5, and they are not under center. And they did not get it away. Yeah, and that play is gonna be blown dead, as it should be. Sometimes it seems, even at all levels of football, they kind of give a little extra second for the players to get the ball snapped, but it seemed even after like 2 full seconds after it hit 0, they hadn't blown it dead, but they do eventually. Another 1st and 15 now for Campus. Corbin Williams going to run, but no, it's going to be keeper by Buckles. Excuse me, not Buckles. Braylon J, apologies. Going to dive forward, get it back to 1 yard shy of the original line of scrimmage for a pickup of 4. Scheller in motion. Braylon J going to throw it past tipped. And almost another opportunity for A.J. Johnson, but slips. Had 2 opportunities. Had one almost touchdown pass caught in the end zone on offense. Had almost another one that was tipped up in the air, not able to reach, and then just not able to set his feet and redirect before an incomplete pass there. 3rd and 11 for Campus. And we're going to get a timeout by Campus here. Four minutes, 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Started out by a great stop by the Cougar defense with a 3 and out, followed by a massive touchdown pass for the Cougars, falling from Freeze to Copes. 85 yards in total. And after Campus got the ball back, great stop by the Cougar defense again, but helped out by roughing the kicker. Gave Campus a little bit more life, but that Cougar defense yet again came out and stifled the Colts. Salina South got the ball back, but really only went backwards as they punted the ball to the Colts. And here we are at a 3rd and 11. Three receivers in for Campus. Jay looking middle of the field, sliding catch almost by Sickard, but incomplete. Good coverage by the Cougars. They just seem more active in their feet. They just seem quicker in the secondary. Bring up 4th and 11. And that offense for campus may just stay out on the field. And really, with how Salina South did their last drive, just going backwards, hitting themselves in the foot. You wouldn't almost maybe think about putting them in a bad situation by punting it. Sickard in motion. Jay gonna throw middle of the field. Pass gonna be low to Chris Martin. And that's gonna be a turnover on downs. Even if Martin comes up with that, over in the middle of the field, there was just a lot of Cougars there. As it just would have seemed to have taken a miracle for Chris Martin to even get to the sticks. Cougars will take over on their own 42-yard line. 4 minutes, 1 second left in the third. You have A.J. Johnson at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a run left side, Brant Cox. There's a little bit of a move, fights off Scheller, and he's going to be at the sticks for a first down. Brant Cox now running right side. Going to lower his shoulder. Picks up a few, but though Scheller got a little lower on that play. A lot of players playing both ways for campus here. Scheller, Williams, number 5, Sickard. Cox again going to be spun around, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. And we have another injured campus on the field. Not entirely able to see the number at this time. Looks like maybe a D tackle. It's going to be number 58. Be in Vontae Dixon. And he was able to get up walking a little bit, but still slow to get off the field. Several injuries now. That a little handshake at number 44 of campus and the right tackle of Salina South. A little friendly sportsmanship. Salina South with a couple little hard counts, still 25 seconds on the play clock, with the clock moving, just going under 3 minutes. Big third down here. Freeze gonna look, finds Schreiber, nice out route, first down. Great pass from Freeze to Schreiber on 3rd and 6. Was able just to get enough for the first down. Well-designed play, execution all around. It's exactly what you wanted if you're the Cougars. Copes comes off the field. Jackson Hayes, A.J. Johnson, Colin Schreiber into the game. Freeze looking, gonna try left side to Schreiber. Pass up in the air, tipped a few times, but will drop incomplete. I'd say Schreiber was leaning just instead of to his right, leaning to his left a little bit, might have been able to redirect and get under that. But pass will drop incomplete. And we do have a small stoppage of play here. Now we're reset. Second and 10 now. Freeze is going to hand it off to Cox. Gets by Sickard. Gonna lower the shoulder and get some more. Runs through Malachi Ligon. May have butchered that name, but regardless, Brant Cox got his money's worth there. And that's going to be a flag, but then pass is going to be blown dead. And they're asking why it was blown dead instead. As they had a 3rd and 1, and players coming off the field, but they're going to officially call that an illegal substitution instead of seemed like 13 men on the field for the Colts. But can't be too upset, even though you don't get a free play. That is going to be a first down for the Cougars. Just shy of the red zone on the Colts' 21-yard line. Freeze hands off Cox. 21 as the lead blocker lined up in the slot. It's going to be Luke Simpson. Been on the field last few plays as a lead blocker. And we're going to get a flag. Looks like maybe on number 4 per se of Campus. Maybe number 3 instead. It might be on Sickard. No, it's actually going to be on number 10. Saw the official look like he was looking towards number 3. But that's going to give the Cougars some more free yards. First and goal now from the 9. Looking right side, Jackson Hayes pass broken up at the last minute. Good look left, then look right by Weston Freeze. That pass broken up by number 5 yet again. Cougars lined up quick. It looks like they might have gotten a man off sides, but no flag thrown. He was still on the field beforehand, but really easy to see from my vantage point, but not so much. You're looking at the official on the far side of the field, not able to tell. And you might on the other side of the field not able to tell because you're kind of looking at the play and you're not able to see 90 degrees to your right to see if player was off or not. So really Cougar snapped it quick for that. Cox, lead blockers, lowers to the 2, taken down at the 1. Almost into the end zone. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Cougars going to line up quick. Number 55 trying to get off the field, but Campus's coach going to try and run out and call timeout, and that's exactly what the coaches are looking for. Wouldn't really be getting any yards out of that with the penalty, but you certainly do get a free play. And you can just see the studying of the film by Coach Sellers and the Cougar staff, getting Campus multiple times, switching players out, and really noticing how they're not able to get players in and off the field as quick. Now, if Salina South did substitute, the officials would allow Campus enough time to substitute as well. But if Salina South does not substitute and Campus tries to, you're going to try and run players on and off the field as soon as possible. And when Salina South lines up quick, you really just have no shot. Fourth and goal from the 1. Handoff, Cox into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And Cougars look like they're going to keep the offense out on the field still. As numerous coaches trying to redirect players. They were lining it up for a PAT, then coaches yelling for the ball on the right hash. Jackson Hayes going to switch with Zachary Davidson. There's a lot going on here for a two-point conversion. Freeze looking, Schreiber, no. That's Zachary Davidson. 2-point conversion complete. And the Cougars yet again make up the blocked PAT and lead this one 35-21 over campus. Another great drive by Salina South. 1 minute, 15 seconds before the end of the third quarter. And really still no sign of number 9 for the Colts. Tatum Rico has not been on the field since the fake punt they ran with him. Collided with a Cougar. Didn't seem to be that much there, as it seemed Tatum Rico got up and left under his own power with no issue. Kick is away by Escobedo. That's taken there and going to be brought down by several Cougars. One including number 34, Drake Webb.
Kickoff return to the 33-yard line. First down, campus.
As the run's going to be to Sickard, a little bit of a counter play, pushes the pile. Taken down by a few Cougars. Looks like Luke Simpson in there on the tackle. And we have yet another Colt down. That is Christian Sickard. So many offensive weapons going down for the Colts. Tatum Rico exits, Chris Martin exits, and now Christian Sickard will be off the field. And it does seem this drive, Chris Martin is back out on the field, so they do return one of those injuries.
Age is not a factor, and you can make a difference. Thank you, and best of luck to everyone on the field tonight.
Following the injury to Sickard, 2nd and 3 for the Colts. My guess would be Buckles. And it will be Buckles up the middle, gets the first down right at the markers. Looks like taken down by Jorge Franco. Enough to move the chains for the Colts, and that really just seems like I may be wrong, but that just seems like the first down for campus in quite a while. As this may be potentially the last play of the third quarter. Buckles again, gonna swing it out, but gonna be taken down. Carter Kirby running downhill, eats up Buckles in the backfield. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Cougars score twice and lead this 35-21. And we'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see dominos.com/rewards or call Domino's.
We've had a pretty exciting one here at Salina Stadium on September 18th. Salina South, after being tied with Campus 21-all at halftime, comes back for 14 points in the third quarter. We'll see if Campus is able to respond after picking up a first down and a play that goes backwards. It'll be 2nd and 11. And it's going to be a reverse. Might be Corbin Williams, and he's off to the races. 30. Catching up is maybe... No, touchdown, Corbin Williams. Q Hill with an incredible effort on that play. And if Corbin Williams had only even 5 more yards to go. No, are they gonna, I thought I saw a touchdown sign. No, they are gonna call it. What a play by Q Hill to track that down. If no, then they're going to put the first down there. I thought that was they are going to be at a touchdown. I apologize. The way everybody was lining up seemed to be that it was going to be marked down at the 4, but that will just be the extra point. So Campus answers back with 7 right there. A really fantastic run by Corbin Williams, but I'm still just not over the almost track star run by Q Hill to almost track that down from behind. Just flying, just almost getting him. I'm kind of thinking about if any of our viewers watch any professional baseball, they have in some stadiums the freeze, which is a guy that tries to outrun fans maybe in the half of an inning in baseball, and you just see somebody get a head start and then just get caught from behind, and that's about what I thought I saw with Q Hill almost seeming running at 1.5 times the speed of Corbin Williams and almost tracked him down before he got into the end zone. But regardless, one play into the fourth quarter, and in just 10 seconds, Campus is within 7. And if that was just a little reminder to Salina South, this game is not over. Backpedaling is Jarrett Pittenger. Going to be spun around a little bit, and then going to try to spin around a few more before going to be taken down around the 32-yard line of Salina South.
First down, Cougars.
Not going to say that a fantastic drive would seal it here for Salina South, but it would certainly help their cause. 2 receivers each side. Jackson Hayes going to run in motion, but it's going to be a handoff. Brant Cox going to bowl forward for about 5 yards, and a couple fighting, and that's going to be a flag on number 68 of Campus. And he's going to be fighting with a few of his own teammates as he throws down Gio McCall. A little bit of fighting afterwards, but I don't think we're looking at an ejection or anything. But that's going to give Salina South a lot of free yards. And really, McCall and the player for campus were really seeming to fight, but it was really that just last throw of the campus player that really sealed the flag. Cougars going to line up, same formation, now going to be in Colt territory. Going to swing it out, Jackson Hayes going to get by one, crosses the 30, thrown out of bounds at the 30, what is he going to be? Probably the 29-yard line they may give him, but maybe right at the 30. They will give him just the 30-yard line. And campus substituting, just trying to get lined up. Number 44 at the hash mark. Can he get off? Cannot. They're going to blow it dead yet again. And that's going to be illegal substitution. And yet again, Salina South lining up, catching campus in a substitution. And really, if you're campus, you only have one timeout left, and you really don't know if you want to burn it on that. But you're looking at 1st and 5. Weston Freeze hands off to Brant Cox. And no ball forward for 4. Freeze going to look right side, looking incomplete. Tried to find, it appears, Zachary Davidson on the S of the Mustangs, but really good coverage by guess who? That number 5, who we have no idea who that is, because he's not on the roster, and I apologize to fans of number 5 and the family. And we're going to get a free first down here as the nose tackle, it appears, for campus jumps off sides. So a 3rd and 1. Campus not even getting a chance. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Inside the red zone now. 17-yard line of the Colts. Cougars have the ball. Freeze, hands off. Cox kind of hit at the line of scrimmage. Pile kind of stagnates for a few yards forward. 2nd and 7. Jackson Hayes coming off the field now. Kason Dietz appears to be coming on. Zachary Davidson also coming off the field. A.J. Johnson going to be at the top of your screen. Colin Schreiber at the bottom. Handoff, Cox. And he'll bowl forward for another 3. Give him 4 on that. Going to be 3rd and 3. South again lining up quick. No substitution this time by campus. Handoff hit in the backfield. Corbin Williams blows up Brant Cox. And Brant Cox is slow to get up. And he looks like he's in pain. South could have. Oh, he's up, limping a little bit on that right leg. South did try to get lined up, snap the ball quickly. This time, no substitution for Campus, and they blow it up. 4th and 7 for the Cougars. And it appears Seth Clemmer in the game now for the Cougars, lined up at running back for Brant Cox. 4th down, over the middle, and that's going to be pass interference. A little bit of a late call. Freeze trying to find Schreiber right at the goal line, but got spun around right before that. And we have a flag coming on the far side of the field by the official. We have 3 flags on the field right now. So we do have a pass interference. That's what 2 of the flags are for. 3rd one came on the complete far side. Could have even been from the sideline. So pass interference on Campus. Still going to be 4th down. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 1. And there is a sideline warning on the Colts. And you have 4th and 1 here for the Cougars. Brant Cox appears to be back in the game. They're going to give it to him, going to bowl forward, and he's got the first down. Pile moves down to about the 3. We'll see where they mark him down. It looks like maybe the 4. A great run coming back into the game for Brant Cox. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Cougars. First and goal from the 4. Freeze, end zone, Schreiber, touchdown, Cougars. Freeze was hit as he threw, but it's enough to get it into the end zone. And the Cougars add 6 more. And it appears Caden Budke's going to be on to attempt the PAT. Much better protection that time. Kick up and good. And we got more flags flying. We had about 2 flags thrown at the same time. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Carter Lambeth. Excuse me, not Carter Lambeth. I'm looking at the wrong roster. I apologize to Carter. It's going to be on Alex Klitzing of Campus. Salina South will get a few more yards on the kickoff. Instead of kicking from the 40, they'll be kicking on the 45 of Campus. Escobedo with the kick away. That's going to bounce in the end zone for a touchback. And not really any surprise there. Salina South coming alive. 42-28 leads Campus. And this Campus offense, who really didn't seem to have much going in the third quarter, one play into the fourth. A huge run from Corbin Williams, and they're going to start with an offsides of Salina South. Make it 1st and 5. Again, you're up 14. This game was still 8 minutes, 18 seconds left, just far from over. Scheller in motion. That's going to be a pitch to him. Going to get a little bit of the edge, but they're going to be spun out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty on A.J. Johnson as he threw Scheller out of bounds. I didn't see too much there, but I think it was just that little extra throw that made it. And they're actually going to call it a horse collar tackle, not necessarily a flag out of bounds. And there isn't as much discussion from the Salina South coaches with the officials on that. So 2 penalties in a row. 1st and 10 Campus on their own 45-yard line. That's going to be a handoff Corbin Williams. And it might have seemed like there might have been a couple Campus Colts that seemed to have moved or maybe went in motion at the same time, yet no call. Clock at 7:45 and counting. No gain for Corbin Williams on that run. Remy Buckles in the game. And that's going to be maybe like a keeper by Jay. And it took me a few plays to realize, but Tate Rico is in the game for Campus. Hunter Long comes off the field. Chris Martin comes on. Campus going to back this out with 10 seconds on the clock. 5 on the play clock. And they are just not ready. And Campus has to take out their final timeout. Not sure entirely what was going on there, but Braylon Jay just seemed to just stand there watching the clock. He does have access to the play clock on the opposite side of the field. The way he is looking on the north side, the south side. I mean, really just seemed to be standing there looking around. A couple of his wide receivers were kind of getting him to go. And instead of, if Campus doesn't use their final timeout, instead of 3rd and 9, you're looking at 3rd and 14. Campus really no choice. Jamie Cruz, the head coach, just had no choice to call timeout. And really, those substitution penalties really burned some timeouts and gave Salina South some yards, because now Campus down 14 in the 4th quarter with under 7 minutes, has no timeouts left in an offense that likes to run. Jay gonna looking deep. Tate Rico, what a hand by A.J. Johnson. Got it at the peak right there and just went right up with one hand and knocked it down. And I expect to see a lot of Jay Tarico here in the next 6 minutes, 38 seconds left in this game. Campus going to have 3 receivers. Jay going to roll out left side. Going to throw over the middle, overshoots Chris Martin. And on 4th and 9, that's going to be an incomplete pass. And Salina South takes over. I'm not going to say that's the ball game, but with Salina South moving the ball in previous drives, has the ball on the 46-yard line of Campus, Brant Cox in the game, and Campus with no way to stop the clock. Freeze gonna look, middle of the field, Jackson Hayes, pass complete into the red zone. Ball will be marked right at the 20-yard line. You can feel the confidence and the mojo soaring through the Cougars right now. And forget, let's run some clock. Let's just punch this in again. 13 seconds on the play clock, no rush. 6 minutes left in the game. Snap at 1. Gonna swing it out. Right side, Jackson Hayes again. Another first down. Looked to be, appeared to stay in bounds, the clock momentarily stopping for the first down. And they are gonna run that clock. 1st and goal, Cougars. Ball looks placed at the 8-yard line. 20 seconds on the play clock, no rush. Handoff, Brant Cox, cut from left to right, and gonna get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Budke kick is just short of the goalpost, no good. But that doesn't stop the Cougars from pretty much sealing this for the most part. 5 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the game. Cougars up 20 as they lead 48-28 over Campus. This is a Salina South team that in my 4th year with Salina Media Connection, I have not seen a Salina South team with this much confidence on the field as they do right now. Escobedo's kick fielded by number 5 at the 7. And he's going to cut and run down the sideline, knocked out of bounds. Nyolan Bully.
Kick return by Campus, number 5.
Jay gonna keep it, look left side, gonna try and find Sickard. Pass incomplete.
Pass intended for number 3, Christian Sicard, is incomplete. Brings up second down and 10.
5 minutes, 1 second left in the game. 2nd and 10. And again, this campus offense just not built for these kinds of scenarios. Just not built, and this type of offense not built for fourth quarter comebacks down by 20. Tate and Rico still in the game at the bottom of your screen. Sickard in motion. That's going to be a handoff to Jackson Bradley. May have gotten his foot twisted right at the end there as he goes down holding it. And he's going to try and stretch that out. Another player down for campus. Few have come back. Tate and Rico has come back after over 2 quarters of being out of the game. Chris Martin went down with an injury and has come back. And I believe Christian Sickard was also injured, but he is also now back out on the field. So campus, for this injury to Jackson Bradley, appeared to be at full strength now in the fourth quarter, but Salina South has capitalized on a lot of mistakes by campus.
Once again, it's 3rd and 8, campus at their own 30-yard line.
Clock rolling, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left, and this is going to be 3rd and 8. Jay gets by one Cougar. Pass off the hands of Hunter Long. Would have been a first down. And with almost another opportunity off the tip, A.J. Johnson in the vicinity. Clock stops at 4:11. 4th and 8 for the Colts. Feels weird to say it might be your ball game at 4 minutes, 11 seconds, but if there was any chance of campus coming back, I'd say it lies with this play right here. Jay over the middle, had to get rid of it quickly. Pass complete to Sickard. 30, 20, gets by a diving Cougar. Touchdown, Colts. Drake Webb had a shot at him, but Sickard, just with a little bit of a move, outruns him. And when building that up, to say that this game for campus may be down to that play, they capitalize with a huge touchdown pass to Christian Sickard. Bounced off at least one Cougar before running the distance. Campus still looking for another player to come out on the field. And Hinojos will be in for the PAT. Kick up, good. Campus rebounds just a little bit to cut it back to 13. Cougars lead 48-35. And you would expect an onside kick coming up here. And if the Cougars do recover this onside kick, that certainly does put campus in a bad situation with no timeouts. 2 timeouts they had to burn, at least in the second half, on Salina South hurrying up to the line and Campus trying to substitute, and a 3rd timeout taken when it seemed their quarterback Braylon Jay was just kind of standing around, not sure what to do. Literally just looked like he was just standing there staring. Those were kind of the areas I can't really answer for you at home. And you can best bet all of the Hands team is out there. Davidson, Cox, Schreiber, Johnson. Hinojos' kick, that's going to hit several, it appeared, Campus Colts, and is not even going to go 10 yards. Maybe went 8 at the max. Seemed to be a pretty good onside kick at the start, but then really just died after it hit one of the Colts. Salina South has no time, takes off the clock on that kick. Will take over on the 48-yard line of Campus, up 13 with 3 minutes, 58 seconds left. Cougars looking for their first victory of the year, currently sitting at 0-2. Handoff, Cox. Moves forward for 6. Cox seemingly doing well after that injury, after that hit by Corbin Williams. Play clock at 20 seconds, game clock at 3:30. Salina South, I don't think it'll matter, still with all 3 of their timeouts. Cox again up the middle. First down, Cougars. Marked down at the 31-yard line of Campus. And Corbin Williams, who's been playing a lot tonight, is currently on the field, down on his back. And Williams is able to get up. And really, maybe perhaps at this point in the game, I would be a little surprised if he does see the field for the rest of the game. A lot of mistakes, injuries, penalties. So much has hurt Campus tonight. And Salina South has capitalized on every single one of them. 25 seconds on the play clock. And you can go to the freezer, get some of your foods, throw it in the microwave. And you still got at least 10 seconds left to get back to your television. Freeze to Cox. Going to end up a gain of 1 after all that, but I'd say the biggest thing you're concerned with, just keeping that clock going. 52 for Campus, slow to get up. Leighton Brown, a little bit of a help up there. My Nick Arias of the Cougars. Remy Buckles also out there on defense at an outside linebacker position. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. And you can bet who the ball is going to in this situation. Little just handoff to Cox, going to get around and will be shoved out of bounds. May would have liked him to stay in bounds, but when you pick up 15 yards and a first down, hard to complain a lot. And we're going to have another penalty. And this might be on Alex Klitzing again, which that may be his second, if I'm not mistaken. And several unsportsmanlike conduct penalties tonight. Had a couple on Salina South perhaps at the beginning of the game, but really it seems like every 6 minutes of game clock we have one on a campus player. And it is certainly a frustrating night. Two officials threw their flags on that. And after that Brant Cox run, they're going to be even closer with 1:36 left. So they gave the campus player, number 56, 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. It seems on the same play. So he got a flag thrown on him, and he came back for more and got the second flag. And he will be hitting the showers 1:36 early. Clock did stop as Brant Cox did get shoved out of bounds. First and goal from the 6. And they're going to throw it up to Schreiber. Touchdown, Cougars. And I don't know if Coach Sellers is very happy about that. And I'm not sure. I would maybe 100% blame him, as with no timeouts left on the 6-yard line, no timeouts for campus, could have easily kneed the ball down. Goes for the 6-yard touchdown pass. Kick up and good by Caden Budke. And certainly don't want that to be a dampering moment on a fantastic performance by the Cougars. And you can see Sellers talking with Weston Freeze right there. Because if he ends up kneeing that ball, we are currently in the locker room. We'd be talking to about our post game on your screen pretty much at this moment. But instead, a 6-yard touchdown pass increases the score 55-35. And we'll see if there's any sort of words with Coach Sellers and Coach Jamie Cruz of the Colts. Escobedo kick fielded at the 3. And number 5 is going to cut it left side of the field and will be taken down at around maybe the 19 or 20-yard line. And we have more flags flying. And really, them running up, and it's hard to just say running up the score, but it's kind of hard to not call it as it is. That's just going to create more animosity on the side of campus. And that's number 5's first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And regardless with how campus was beat today, and regardless of Salina South, maybe perhaps running up the score in that moment, there's going to be a lot of discussion, I'm sure, with the head coach of campus, with his football team. And I would not expect that to be a fun bus ride home. To be just about a quarterback run there by campus. One minute left in the contest. And that's going to be swung out. Number 14, A.J. Johnson. And Jackson Hayes going to push number 14, Garrett Denning, out of bounds. And looks like they're going to rule him inbounds as the clock continues to roll. 25 seconds. They don't need to snap it again if they don't want to. 2-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. Be 3rd and 6 for campus. Under 10 seconds. Last play of the game. Handoff, fullback. Taken down. Clock has expired. And Salina South picks up their first victory of the year. Cougars win this one 55-35. And we'll be back with some post-game right after this.
Hello and welcome to the Salina Media Connection post-game show here with the Remax Advantage MVP Player of the Week, quarterback of the Salina South Cougars, Weston Freeze. Weston, just a couple of questions on a few plays of the game. Let's talk about that scramble right before halftime, finding your running back, Brant Cox, for the touchdown. What goes through your mind before and after that play?
Yeah, it was a big point of the game. It was just time was running out. We needed to get a score. We were down, and I saw somebody blitzing off the outside, so I tried to go back the other way, and Brant was just waiting there. If I get Brant the ball, he'll score.
And he scored multiple times tonight, I believe 5 if I'm not mistaken. Going back to another play, you find Carter Copes for an 85-yard touchdown throw in the third quarter. Talk about just launching the ball and just seeing him run down the field.
Yeah, I knew their corners couldn't match up with our guys, and I saw the corner kind of bite on him, and I just threw it out there for him. He's a quick guy. Let him go get it and score.
Weston, thanks so very much for joining us, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to the Salina Media Connection post-game show here with the victorious head coach of the Salina South Cougars, Sam Sellers. Coach, there's so many things I could touch on, but let's just start with how fun that was.
Yeah, especially in the second half there. You know, the first half, defensively, we just couldn't get off the field and did a lot of good things offensively in the first half. But, you know, I was really proud of our kids. I mean, it stinks going 0-2, and especially we haven't won a lot, you know, lately. And, you know, we talk a lot, you know, we feel like we're a pretty talented group. And when we get some confidence, and I think – honestly, that the last drive in the first half, you know, I think we got, you know, there's a minute 48 and when we get the ball back and, you know, scoring basically as time expires to end the half, that was a huge drive for us and our kids. And then really, other than two, big letdown plays in the second half, defensively, I was really pleased with our defense. We got on them pretty good at halftime, and they kind of answered the call and did great, and our offense kind of kept rolling.
One thing I did want to touch on, and I think that just goes back to the coaches just studying the film. You guys caught campus trying to substitute on defense so many times, and really you just got them to a point where they just couldn't call any more timeouts. They just had to just settle for penalties.
Yeah, and there with, we forced them to call 2 timeouts there in the third quarter, and when in a game where you're needing those and you're having to score because you're in a deficit, that's tough. And so it was honestly something that happened in the game last week that we had what we call a check on, where we're gonna go through the cadence and see what defense they're in, if they're blitzing those things, and then we're gonna call on a play. And they were substituting on our check, and so that's something we talked about on Monday and then practiced a few times this week. Like, let's, even if we don't have a play call in and we're just checking, let's get the ball snapped and get some easy 5-yarders and make them burn some timeouts.
Just an incredible offense, and mostly for the second half, defensive show. Did pick Weston Freeze as our player of the game, but really just could have gone with Weston, could have gone with Brant Cox. I mean, there was just so much to choose from tonight.
Yeah, and I think what we showed tonight was that we do have a lot of weapons, and with Weston, it was great to see him. And honestly, I didn't really doubt this was going to happen just because of the kind of kid he is. But he struggled last week. He had, as a sophomore quarterback, you're probably going to have one of those games or two where it's a kind of twilight zone game and things aren't going well for you. And obviously, May Southwood was a good team and a really good defense, but it was great to see him come back out here tonight and run the show for us. And he's so heady and so smart, and he gets us in the right things. And we let him have a lot of decision making out there on the field, and there at the very end we throw the touchdown there with really short time, and because he checked out of the run play, and he's doing the right thing. It's the right football thing to do there. Now, we probably don't need to be throwing touchdown passes at that point in the game, but it's hard though as a coach though to, him and I talked about it right after it happened, but there's a part of you too that just loves the fact that the kid is a competitor, and he's going out and he's making all the right decisions and making plays, and he's we feel awfully good about him and his future. He's a kid that when he really gets his confidence rolling is going to be awfully good for us.
Coach, thanks so very much for the time, and good luck next week.
Thanks, Colin.
Come watch your favorite team and earn points with our new Blazing Rewards program, only at Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Hi, I'm Nathan Wilcom, manager at the Longhorn Steakhouse here in Salina, Kansas. We are proud supporters of our local high school sports team and our community. I'd like to invite you to join us for a great meal at Longhorn Steakhouse. We are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We hope to see you at our restaurant, and when you do, ask for me or our managing partner, Sarah Grimes. We'd love to say hello.
Papa John's is proud to provide this week's meal to the hardworking Friday night football crew at Community Access Television. While watching the big game, don't forget to order your freshly made pizza at papajohns.com.
At Domino's, they work hard to make it easy for you to earn free pizza. How hard? We probably don't have enough time to talk about all the ways they've invented for you to order, but we do have time to talk about the new ways you can earn Piece of the Pie rewards points towards free pizza. Now you can earn points when you place an order by phone or in store. That means you can earn points any way you order. If you would like to enroll, see Domino's.com/rewards or call Domino's.